Horns up and welcome to a new episode of Headbangers Kitchen Keto Essentials, the show where I show you how to make some essential stuff that we use in all our keto recipes. And today we're going to be tackling mayonnaise. Yep, most of the time store-bought mayonnaise has a lot of sugar in it, so you really don't want to be eating it. Also, they use hydrogenated vegetable oils which are not good fats, so we don't really want to eat store-bought mayo given the choice. And besides, it's so simple and easy to make at home. So today we're going to make some mayo. Now in the mayo today I'm going to be using a whole egg and not just the yellow of the egg, because like Gary from MasterChef says, what you gonna do with the egg white? And you know, it just makes sense. So why waste the egg white or why use it elsewhere? Just make it with the whole egg. Of course, yes, you can make it with just the egg yolk if you like. Also, I'm not going to be using vegetable oil of any kind. I'm going to be using olive oil. So technically it will be an aioli, but you know what, we'll just call it mayo for now. Of course, the mayo purists can come after me. I've got my guns blazing for you. So we're just going to start by putting our ingredients in our food processor. We've got one egg, some salt, some pepper, some mustard and some vinegar. Then all you got to do is blitz it for about 30 seconds till everything is well incorporated. Now we're going to pour in 1/3 of our oil and give that another good mix. And you'll start to see that everything is emulsifying together. Add in another 1/3 of your oil and whisk again or mix again, whatever you want to call it. Then you just scrape down all that stuff from the sides. After that's done, we're going to add in the final 1/3 of our oil and give it all a good blend. And you will see that everything has come together very nicely and you've got a rich, creamy and delicious mayo. Then just transfer it into your jar. And that's it. That's how easy it is to make your mayonnaise or mayo. So that's it, guys. Our mayo is ready. But hold on, wait for it. Of course, as expected, my Indian friends are going to ask me for sure, how do we make this without egg? In fact, sometimes I wonder how come they don't comment on my omelette recipes asking me how to make omelette without egg. But anyway, you know, my Indian friends, I love you guys. Of course, I'm going to show you how to make this without egg, because you can make it without egg. So let's go and make it now. Now for the eggless version, we're going to be using cream. I'm just using regular Amul cream, 200 grams or 1 cup. Season it with salt, pepper. I'm also adding a spoon of whole grain mustard, that's because I ran out of Dijon, and lemon juice. Or again, you can use vinegar instead of lemon juice if you like. Mix that all together and let everything combine well. Then to this we're going to add in our oil, which is just 1/4 cup of olive oil, and give that a good whisk once again, or blitz, whatever you want to call it. And then you will have it, your creamy eggless mayonnaise. Look at that, it's delicious. Just pour it out into your serving dish and you have eggless mayo, keto friendly eggless mayo. Okay, so it's time to taste the mayo that we've made. And I know you're probably thinking, ew, you're going to eat mayo on its own. But that's how you know the real taste. So let me try this egg one that we made. To be very honest, I don't find a very strong olive oil taste, but it is there very mild in the background. And I like it. It's smooth, it's creamy. I don't feel like anything is different, especially since we added the entire egg and not just the egg yolk. And now let me try the creamy one. Oh, this is creamy. And I think that the mustard that I use, the whole grain mustard, gives it a totally different dimension. I can kind of tell the difference between the two. This one definitely has that very milky smell to it. Not smell, sorry, I mean more like a taste. So that's the mayonnaise we've made with egg and without egg. I hope you guys are going to try this at home. And what are you going to use it in? Please tell me. The first thing I'm going to do though is make that tuna salad that we did last year, I think, on one of the episodes. And anyway, whenever you take pictures, please do tag us on Instagram. Use the hashtag Headbangers Kitchen, and I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking. our mayonnaise or our aioli as you'd like, if you'd like. And here it is, our mayo or aioli as you, if, fuck off.